Congratulations, Adea! You were one of our top applicants to the Paris College of Art. In order to complete your application process, we need to interview you on June 5th, 2022. Please let us know before May 20th if you are able to attend. If you choose to meet with us, it is highly important to bring samples of your work. She could hardly believe her eyes as she read the beginning paragraph of her acceptance letter. Her dream of attending the world's finest art school was about to come true. June 5th was only a few weeks away, so she immediately confirmed her meeting with the school and started planning her trip. As she started constructing a plan, she realized just how scary it would be to travel by herself to another country without her family. Spending time with family had always been a top priority for her, but she knew going to college in another country would help her become a fully independent, prosperous adult. Time was not her friend as Adea waited for her trip. Finally, the day had come to leave for Paris. When her family dropped her off at the airport, she shed a few tears and hugged her mom as tightly as she could. Although leaving her family was difficult, she said goodbye and boarded the plane. After she took her seat, she reviewed her packing list. She marked off each item in her head, but had a terrible feeling she had forgot something. Checking to make sure she had her portfolio in her backpack, she unzipped it and felt the blood drain straight from her face. Her work was nowhere to be found. Adea started to panic. If she didn't have her portfolio, she would have nothing to show the art school, and if she didn't show anything, she would be rejected from the institute. As frantic thoughts poured into her mind, she began to cry again. All of her hard work wouldn't pay off, and her family would be disappointed in her. When she finally calmed down, she started thinking of solutions. She had never in her young life been unprepared for important events, and she wasn't about to start now. When her plane landed, the first place she went was the art supply store. She purchased brushes, watercolors, and a canvas. Before going to her hotel, she walked around the Tuileries garden hoping to find inspiration. The blissful tourists and the exquisite flowers inspired her to sit down and paint the gorgeous scenery. As the day progressed, different people came and went, but Adea stayed focused on her painting until she finished. Exhausted but satisfied, she went back to her hotel and looked forward to a good night's sleep before her interview. The next day, Adea anxiously took her single creation to the interview. She was hopeful they would like her art because this was her only chance to impress the administrators. At first, when she offered only one item, the interviewers looked annoyed and confused. They asked her why she would only bring one painting to such an important interview. Adea explained the situation, and fortunately, they inspected her painting and truly loved it. She was immediately offered a spot in the school, and she gladly accepted. As Adea made her way back to Texas, she couldn't keep the smile off her face. She couldn't believe what an extraordinary opportunity she had in her hands. Her dreams were finally coming true. She was proud of her bravery to travel across the ocean by herself and her creativity to deal with an unexpected obstacle. Art school would immensely expand her horizons and help her become a successful, independent adult who lives her passion every day for the rest of her life. As Adea's mentor this year, I have no doubt that she will achieve her goals no matter how big or small they are. She is truly a talented, unique girl.